out of the temporal lobe and go to the frontal lobe. That's what I need to do. Now, what's actually taking place? And then you're going to institute be objective. You're going to ask questions. If you don't know, ask. You're going to listen to see where the stress is coming from. Now, do you see how you start combining, handle conflict when it occurs? Put all that together, and you're going to eliminate the stress. You're going to be able to go on about your business, remove obstacles. That's another principle of real leadership. All of that is leading to your doggone yes. And I guarantee you, number one, numero uno, number eins, hold yourself and other people personally accountable. Hold yourself and other people personally accountable, and 90% of your stress is going to go away, which is that one principle of real leadership. Because somebody being unaccountable, and it's causing undue duress and stress on your part, in your life, because of some unaccountable ass person. All right, number 3, be flexible. Be flexible. I used to be inflexible. I really did. And I grew up in a house, a toxic environment. So it was difficult for me to be flexible, because every time I flexed, what is happening here with my tablet? There we go. I got to get a new case. Be flexible. If you don't bend, you will break. If you don't bend, you will break. Now, being flexible is not being gullible. It is not being manipulative. Both. It's not that. It's saying, I need to adjust what I'm doing. We have a lot of palm trees here on the West Coast, and even when I lived in Florida, and you know this, Virginia, from living in Florida, palm trees just sway. Even in a hurricane, even in strong high winds, they just do like this. Now, they might shed some of their bark and everything, but every now and then a palm frond will fall, but they just do like this. And so they are able to weather many a storm. I mean, it got to be a hellacious storm to lift a palm tree up out of the ground. So you are flexible. I started practicing yoga when I was 37 years old. That was the most inflexible I was in my life. Thank you, Frito-Lay, for that sedentary and that rigid ass existence. And so now I am flexible. Now I am able to bend and move and do things that I was not able to do because of a mindset, as well as practicing yoga and stretching every single day. So you want to be flexible. And so if you make a strategy and everything isn't going according to that exact strategy, you might need to adjust the strategy. And that means that you are being flexible. So yes, you say, this is what I'm getting ready to do, but you might have to take a detour in order to meet your objective. So the main thing still remains the main thing, but how you get there may in fact change due to things that are unforeseen, or just changing circumstances, or you getting new information will also update what it is that you're doing. So be flexible. Number 4, carry only what you need. And I've said this story before, how this happened as I was in the military and we used to go to the field, and my rucksack used to have so much. I had a large ruck. I'd be throwing all kinds of stuff in there every time we went to the field, because somebody was always forgetting something, especially my driver, PFC White. He was constantly forgetting something. And so one day I was in my tent with my platoon sergeant, and I said, man, my ruck is so heavy. And he said, OT, you're their platoon leader, not their mother. Carry only what you need. And I took that with me for the rest of my life. And sometimes you got a mental rucksack and you're packing too much stuff inside that mental rucksack. And now you're carrying around everybody else's shame, problems, and all kind of stress and bad relationships and bad choices and everything. You're mentally carrying it up here, which means that you don't have the full use of your brain. You're stressing your brain out for some shit that don't even belong to you. So give everybody their problems back, all their unaccountable antics and everything. Here's all your stuff. And only carry what you need. Physically, we have gone to several organizations, my daughter and I, and always the client that we have is the keeper of every family member's shit. Now, their family members is traveling light. They're living in one bedroom studios and everything. And they're like, yeah, but you got a storage unit, but you got a garage. So just keep that on there. I want all my stuff from my whole childhood taking up all kind of space in your storage unit or your garage. No, if you want that shit, you better come get it. Stack it up. You look at it every day in your studio apartment. You look at it every day in your second bedroom. Don't be the keeper of everybody's stuff because you got the big house. You're the responsible one. You're the smart one. So you're going to keep everything up here and keep everything out here. And now you're weighted down. And you can't even find in your brain what you need because you got everybody else's shit up here. You can't find what you need in your garage because you got 4 generations worth of shit. Of everybody's nieces, nephews, cousins, and all kind of grandparents, parents, everybody, family, heirloom, and everything. And all you're trying to do is go get your spiral notebooks to take notes for the morning live. You can't figure out what you did with them. You moving stuff all over the place. So absolutely not.